Hello dear viewers, welcome back to Traveling the World with me. This time I'm taking you to the lovely country of Poland. Known for its rich history, beautiful architecture and prominent internet meme culture, Poland is a country of many things. Hello everybody, this is Hasu here and today we are going to Poland. Yes, we are going to Warsaw for a weekend. Yeah. It's looking really nice out here actually. I'm like I almost don't want to leave. But yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, so Warsaw for a weekend. Yep. After this awesome intro that I filmed while I was totally not very tired from sleeping terribly, it was time to pack my bags and go to the airport in this beautiful sunny weather. It's always required to get these obligatory train shots when making these videos, of course. So, on this trip I went on completely by myself. The thing is, this year, since the trip to Spain that I made a video of, I've had this wave of motivation for traveling. Motivation is probably not even the right word, it's more like an obsession. As to why I chose Poland for this trip, first of all, it is very easy and quick to get to from Finland. Another reason was that I was planning on meeting one of my Polish internet friends, which unfortunately had to be cancelled because of reasons on his end. But however, I was thankfully able to meet another Polish internet friend, and I will talk about that more once we get there. The plane we're flying today is good old Ryanair. Not the most prime experience, but they get you from place A to place B for cheap, which is more than enough for me. Especially on short flights like this, it took maybe 1.5 hours. Well, the flight was fast. This bus trip I had to take from the Modlin airport to the city was not. It took around 2.5 hours, which was due to the 4-5 PM traffic, which isn't really surprising. It was supposed to take 1 hour less, by the way, but, well, it is what it is. Oh, and I still had to walk for an hour to get to my hotel. But I don't mind that at all, since I love walking. So now we have properly arrived at Warsaw, and I just sat on a bus for 2.5 hours, even though it was supposed to last for like an hour and 15 minutes, but oops, no can do. Now I have to walk for an hour to get to my hotel, which is really nice, and I also have like 20% battery on my phone, so wonderful. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool out here, honestly. It's really hot, and of course I'm wearing a hoodie because I'm Finnish, and that's what we do. So, yeah, I hope I can find my way there, and yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. Next up, an obligatory hotel room review. Oh my god. Damn. This actually looks pretty nice for a hotel room, honestly. What the hell? Damn. Look at this. I need to see. Oh, the view is kinda shit. It doesn't matter. We made it after like how many hours of traveling? I think like 8 hours of traveling. I'm fucking dead. Damn. Very insightful, thanks past me. My last mission for the day was only to get something to eat, after which I went to sleep about right away. And good morning everybody. Wow, look at that. Nice McDonald's logo there. But anyways, yeah, good morning. I'm sorry I didn't really film anything last night because I don't know, I just forgot. But today I am going to the center of Warsaw. Hell yeah, and I'm actually gonna be meeting someone from a Discord server, so that's gonna be very interesting. But anyway, yeah, this was my breakfast, by the way. It was kinda shit. Don't recommend that. Don't buy this. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking this because, well, power bank, gonna need it. Headphones, I don't think I'll need those today. Yeah, I'll see you soon. The morning of my first day had arrived, and after picking up a breakfast smoothie from the nearby Lidl, I started making my way to the center of Warsaw. The trains took a bit of time for me to figure out, but it was no biggie. It didn't take much more than 15 minutes to get to the city center, where I met my friend RNG Retro. He didn't want to be filmed, but he was able to give me a really nice tour of Warsaw, and I'm honestly really grateful for this, since it is always more fulfilling to see a place when you're with a local. Traversing through the old town of Warsaw in nice summer weather was honestly really great. I love how this place looks. All of the buildings, statues, this avenue right here, it all just comes together in a really nice way. I really am a sucker for this type of architecture, I really am. This is one of my favorite shots of this video. I wish my camera didn't suck ass. And here you can see the Vistula River. If there's something I love to do, it is to admire a river that goes through a city. I don't know what's up with that. It's a really cool thing. You already saw this in the Spain travel vlog, and you will see it again in the near future, believe that. It was then time to say goodbye to Retro. Once more, thank you very much for this tour if you're watching. I took my way back to where I started, the center of Warsaw. I actually ended up wandering into this Złote Tarasy Mall. Damn, I really butchered that one. This was one of the places I had been recommended, but I really just stumbled upon it by accident. I'm not the biggest fan of shopping, but it was still nice to see, especially from the outside. This place looks kinda crazy. My next goal was to find a good view over the city. This wasn't as easy as I would have thought. However, I did manage to find a bar that was a part of a hotel, and this bar was located high up in the building. So I was able to have at least some sort of a bird's eye view over Warsaw. After a long day full of walking, it was time to grab a quick meal and walk back to the hotel in order to get some rest. It was going to be another full day ahead of me after all. Good morning. It's now the final day in Warsaw for me. Hopefully, unless my flight gets cancelled, which is unfortunately a possibility right now due to the Finnair strikes. But yeah, hopefully I can leave tomorrow. I've been enjoying Warsaw a lot, and yeah, this is supposed to be my final day. And yeah, it's very hot right now outside. It's 30 degrees, and I am gonna die. So nice. Also, I burnt my legs yesterday. That was nice, very nice. So now I need to go buy some sunscreen, because of course I didn't prepare for this heat. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you soon. The heat really did catch me off guard, despite the previous day being quite hot as well. Little did I know at this time that this was just prepping me up for my next trip, but more on that at a later date. Wow, look, it's the center of Warsaw again. Turns out that this city is pretty good for just walking around. Using the center as my starting point, I took my way towards the Royal Baths Park. Despite the heat, there were quite many people spending this lovely Sunday in this lovely park. And it really was lovely. I actually really enjoyed this place. I think it's one of the best parks I've ever been to, honestly. I guess that's just the Finn in me speaking, but damn, nature is always close to my heart. This right here was a very interesting poster, as if it was teasing something weird. After this really nice experience, a very long walk back to where I came from had begun. I didn't film that much, as there wasn't a whole lot to film on my way back, but yeah, the walk was pretty nice. Either way, I got back safe and sound. Before heading to bed, I decided to take a little night walk outside. Very calming and totally not scary at all. No, but for real, Warsaw always felt safe to explore, at least in my experience. Well, now it's night time. I came back from my nightly activities and I'm speaking a bit quietly. I'm not showing that, my face showed in the fucking reflection. Anyway, I'm speaking quietly because, well, it's night, I don't want to wake anybody up. And yeah, so this was my final day. I didn't get to do much because it was really fucking hot. But yeah, tomorrow I should be leaving. I haven't received any message of a cancellation for my flight or anything, so that's good. Hopefully I can leave like planned. I need to prepare for my next trip. But anyway,
I thank you for watching this far, and I'll film something tomorrow to cap it off, so good night. Well, good morning. It's now time to leave. I'm sorry for only filming this room because there's nothing else to really film here in the hotel, but yeah, now I'm leaving, and it was a really nice time here in Warsaw, nice weekend. It was nice meeting Retro, that's about it, and now I'll be heading back home. Yay!
I did get to walk for an hour to get back to the airport. It was actually pretty nice this time since it wasn't quite as hot. Anyway, this trip felt like it passed in a blink of an eye, but in the end I do believe that Warsaw is a place you can see pretty well in just a weekend. So if you're an European, I definitely recommend checking out the place. And if you're from outside of Europe, flying for very long just for a weekend trip isn't really worth it in my eyes for any location, but if you're planning on touring Europe, for example, I would say put Warsaw on your list. I'm home. I'll see you soon. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Very nice trip. Very nice. And I'll see you at some point. Thank you. Since that footage always moves so fast, I won't have time to really comment on my experience with Warsaw, so I thought I'd have this section here at the end, where I talk about it more extensively. A good place to start is that this was a solo trip. My first ever real solo trip. I mean, of course I met Retro, but still this was a trip I went on and spent most of my time alone. I think this was a really good way to test out solo traveling. It is something that does not work for everybody, but I was able to enjoy this trip despite being mostly alone. It gives you freedom to do things, but on the other hand, sometimes it feels lonely, I admit that. That's why a weekend-long trip was a nice way to test it out, and I would highly recommend you to try it out as well. Go to somewhere that's near you for a few days all alone. It can even be in the country you live in. But try it. If you enjoy it, you've just unlocked a great way of seeing the world. I said I would talk about Warsaw, so let's actually do that. Warsaw was nice. It actually surprised me how much I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite city I've been to, but exploring it for those 2 days was really enjoyable. I said that a weekend is a perfect time period to see the city, and while I do stand by that, I also think that if I had a few more days there, I wouldn't have been bored. Warsaw is not the biggest city, but it allows you to really walk from place to place pretty damn well. Of course my hotel was outside of the city center, and taking a train there was more convenient than walking there, but that's about the only time I used public transport, not counting the bus trip I had to take from the airport to the city, as well as that one time we took a subway with Retro. So if you're someone who enjoys walking, Warsaw is a great place for that. It is also a place that has many different sides to it. On one hand, you have that feeling of a quote-unquote big city. There's skyscrapers and a lot of tall buildings in general, and that was a feeling that I was not expecting to really have here. On the other hand, you don't need to go far to find smaller areas and even nature. It's a nice all-in-one package. There's really things to see for everyone, and I was satisfied with my time spent there. Will I be returning to Warsaw? Never say never, but if I would go back to Poland, I'd probably choose to see another city next time. Nothing wrong with Warsaw, but I love seeing different places. And there are many historic places in Poland that I would have loved to visit, but I wasn't able to due to my limited time. All in all, it was great to visit this place, and make another one of these videos of course. With that said, I would like to thank you for watching. If you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to check out my previous traveling videos from Spain and Sweden, and you also won't have to wait for too long for the next traveling video, or videos that are honestly gonna blow the smaller ones out of the water. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the near future.